top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-away girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
In motion right is Thomas. On 2nd and 9, Jones complete to Olave on the out route. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
To throw is Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Cardinals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. That is caught by Anderson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2nd and 6. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun now from Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown. Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it, right? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them? Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage. And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I would have voted for him. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down. Now Thomas will come in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 24, Jones flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down. Throwing Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week. Starting to wonder
if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even...
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I own it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, People the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want, what you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like, hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Finding space at the 40. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to... two today, and I was like, oh, a zinger or two. I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jones. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Marcus Davenport, a former first-round pick in 2018, is really starting to come on for the New Orleans Saints. In 2021, in only 11 games, 9 sacks after posting 12 combined in his first 3 NFL seasons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go with Kamara. And he will handle 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jones now on 3rd down, finding Taysom Hill complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're headed the chains now.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Kamara trying again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. receiver in motion left. They run. It's Kamara. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray flush to his right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Play fake. Murray. He's got him in. Complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Jones flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off-play action. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. To try again after the sack. Jones, and he's got the hook up to Landry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Jones throwing on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Jones gets this one to Hill. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw it, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now